Hi guys, it's Nancy with Stamping Before Anything Else. Today we're going to show you how to make this beautiful card for this month's Paper Pumpkin Alternative with the Painted Petals July 2024 kit. We designed this for our blog hop. Now I did a little tag over here. I'm going to show you how to do this fun fold. Thanks to Terry Gaines. She came up with this idea and shared it with us at our Creative Connections event that we did this past weekend, and I thought this would work perfect with this kit. And then I won't go through all the steps on this, or we won't make this piece, but I'll show you what I did with it in order to make that one as well. Actually, we are gonna make a different version of this. I forgot I have this version that we made right here. That one, and then the other version, this one right here, we're going to be doing with the daisies and the green leaves down here. Okay, so I'm going to move these off to the side since I got all my supplies already here. For some reason I thought I was going to do pink again, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. So we're going to bring in our trimmer. We're going to do a little bit of scoring. We are going to need a cardstock base that measures 8.5 by 5.5. And on the long side, we're going to score at 4 1/4, 5 7/8, 6 3/8, and 8. Set that aside. Now we're going to come in and we're going to fold our card base in half on that score line. Come in with our bone folder and give that a really good crease. Okay. Now we have these other score lines. We're going to fold those all in towards the center of the card. Okay, we're going to start with the outside. Keep folding in. And there's one more. Okay. And this is kind of basically how you're going to make that card. Okay, so we're going to fold this so that we have the first two sections, this 1/2 inch, and then this, what is it, 2 inches? This 2-inch maybe piece right here. We're going to take some tear tape and we're going to put it on this 1/2 inch piece right here on the edge. And that's the part that's going to adhere to the inside of the card. Okay. All right. Part of that Calypso coral base that I had on that tear tape. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to fold it over on top of it. So you're going to find something that looks like this. Now, one thing that she had mentioned is sometimes this may lay flat for you, but all you need to do, if it doesn't, like this one isn't, you can kind of see it sticking up a little bit, you take a bone folder and just gently roll it over the top. And then what it does is it'll just move that paper over a little bit, and then it should lay down gently, or lay down nicely for you, like that, okay? And then what I like to do is I just like to come in here, press this down again real good right there. And then there you have it, okay? So we got the base started. Now we're gonna bring in one of the card bases from the kit. Now, we're going to need a piece that fits on the inside here. Now it's a little bit shorter this way. And then we're going to need a piece that goes on the outside right here. So what I did is I took this green piece and we're going to cut it to 1 3/8 by 5 1/4. Then we're going to come in here and we're going to cut this side off. Save this for another card. And now we need to make this piece 5 1/4, but then we also need to cut it down on the sides down to 3 3/8. All right, and you just kind of got to play around with the image. And actually, I think this one's more off to the left side, so I think I might get lucky if I just roll this over here. Yeah, look at that. 3 3/8. Look at that, it worked out perfect. So on our other cards, I kind of had to, this was really straight down the middle of the card base. And so I had to take a little bit off on the right side, a little bit off on the left side until I got it to where my image was basically in the middle. Okay, Well, this one worked out perfect. Okay, so now we're going to bring in our pieces. The extra pieces that I used here for our die cuts is going to be the country corners. Now let me grab those real quick. The countryside corners, pardon me. Okay, so, and I use that on all 3 cards. This piece is going to be the second to the largest. And then this one is, what is it? The second to the smallest shape. All right, and this is going to go on the inside, so we're going to need to do a little bit of stamping. I just love this. They actually, no fussy cutting, we just need to stamp our sentiment directly on there. I absolutely love it. All right, so I got my sentiments. The one that's going on the front is "Let's Celebrate You." That'll go on that one. And the one that says "You're Simply the Best" will go on the inside. The ink that I'm using today for this card is going to be Old Olive. So for this card, we used Melon Mambo. And this one we use Calypso Coral for the ink and the card base. Okay. All right, now I think we're ready to assemble. So for this right here, this has more of a square shape, but I thought it would look kind of cool laying directly on top of this image as well. But before we do that, we're gonna use a little bit of soft sea foam because I want it to kind of pop out a little bit. That white on white, it kind of gets drowned in the background. So we're gonna take a little soft sea foam. And I just did a gentle light color on here. I didn't go too dark. Soft sea foam is a really light color to begin with, but I just wanted something to just make those flowers pop a little bit more, but not too much. Okay, and now I'm gonna come in with my fine tip glue. You can find these bottles on Amazon. And I just took and filled it up with our liquid glue. Next, we're gonna go ahead and glue this to the inside of our card base. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and adhere the inside sentiment. We're gonna take and adhere our little designer series paper to the front. I like to call this the designer series paper, even though it was the card base. Now we are ready to add this to the front. Now, one thing that I did is a tip that we got from Terry is that we want to lay this, since our image on the inside is smaller and this one is bigger, I'm just going to lay this one down here. And then I can add my dimensionals. I'll know exactly how far to place my dimensionals in order to make sure that this stays on really good, because you don't want that to rip off when you give it to the receiver. I'm just gonna start laying some dimensionals down. And now we're ready to lay this on top. This one I'm going to put a dimensional on. And then we just need to add our little rhinestones that came in our kit. And there we have it, guys. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I love it. It's so much fun. Thank you, Terry Gaines. We appreciate you sharing that with us. And I'm going to bring in our other ones here. Look at that. I love it. It's so pretty, and whoever receives these is going to love it. And then also that we featured with our blog post in our blog hop this month is we did this little gift tag. I thought this would be really cute. If you're going to give a gift and a card to someone, you could put this on the outside. So basically what I did for this is I just cut the frame out. So you got this little white frame that goes all the way around the flowers. I used the other one. All I did is I went in and I snipped out the little white pieces from the leaves and the flowers to come up with our little flowers themselves. And then I snipped across the bottom here, underneath the sentiment up there, and then just glued it down, stamped in Melon Mambo, the sentiment that's for you from the greetings of the season. The tag is also from the matching dies that go with that. Greetings of the Season, which is the big one here. And then we used, for the ribbon, we used the Pretty in Pink ribbon, and then I tied a bow with our sheer ribbon and put that on top. And then for the background, what I did is I took and I sprinkled, did the marker flip tips. What is it called? I can't remember. Anyway, I'll show you how to do that, but I did that in the background so that it kind of matched with the card itself. And all you do for that, I did have one cut out. Here we go. You just take your inks, your Stampin' Right markers, you take the felt tip, and then you gently take your tip and then flick it down onto your cardstock. And again, do it with the pink one, like that. So the colors that I used for this is Pretty in Pink and Berry Burst. So I really hope you guys like this. Please let us know what color you like the best. I have to say my favorite is the pink, although Calypso Coral, they're all stunning. So be sure that if you did like this video to give it a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to our email, which is in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.